Hey folks, this is Dan over at homes at CenterHillLakeTN.com, and also we run Center Hill Drone Services. We do um, rural building consulting, and we do a lot of drone services for people who are interested in property up here at the lake and in rural settings. So they really can, with the drone, we can figure out what their view's like, where they're situated. It just gives a total new dimension to what they're looking at on the ground. So last or week before last, on the 23rd of April, we were flying over off of Peninsula's Edge, which is just east of Sligo, and you go back up in there, and there was a lot. It was like 6.5 acres, and this couple was looking to look at this lake. The main thing is we walked back in and took the drone up to see if we could determine what kind of a view they had, because the end of that piece of land was so narrow. We had to do the research on it, so the drone was the way to do it. So we did that, and on the way back from doing that, I got a call from a friend of mine who lives over in Lakeview Mountain Estates and says, hey, there's been a fire over here. House caught on fire and burned up some land. Don't really know if you can get in here or not, but thought you might be interested. So, long story short, I'm back editing this video of this land that we did. 2 or 3 times I went through it, then all of a sudden I noticed something, and I'll show you here in just a second. At this point, we don't notice this. We're just looking at the view and the boats going by, and can we build on that lot and all those kinds of things. But you can see there, just about 12 o'clock right now, that there's some on the horizon. There's some dark smoke over there. So as I continued to edit this, and we were really thrilled with that area and how beautiful it is over there. It reminds you that Center Hill is built around hills, and fire burns uphill with intense heat. And so this whole video was just 7-8 minutes long. I cut a lot of it out, but now you can start to see a little bit more smoke over there. And so what's happening is when the fire starts at the base of the hill, it heats the fuel above it, and when we come back around, you can really see it's burning over there now. And this is of course a man-made fire, which most are, and the house caught on fire, and it consumed about 15 acres over there in a very short period of time. And we all need to thank the DeKalb County Volunteer Fire Department and Donnie Green, the fire chief, but and the rescue crews and volunteers and everybody else that went over there and did that. But once the fire gets into the woods, there's a lot of dead wood in and around the lake, and people will say, well, geez, look at all this water. How could this place ever catch on fire? Well, it can and it will. And so one of the things that we prescribe to our customers is that in building their home at Center Hill Lake, it needs to withstand weather and fire and rain and all the elements, because you are building in a rural environment and you don't have a fire hydrant maybe across the street. You don't have a regular fire department down the street. So things can get out of hand pretty quickly, so you kind of have to be your own fire department. Build into the house fire retardants, and this is what we do. And this isn't a self-plug, but this is for anybody up there at the lake that's building. So thanks again to the volunteers, and we hope we don't see any more of this kind of stuff. Thank you.